Yeah, short for Emma. The guys call her M. M. Cassidy. He knew the name. Thought it was a man. He watched the petite brunette, 9 inches shorter than Digby's 6-foot frame and no more than 110 pounds, haul Skinner out the side door into the parking lot. Luke reached for his beer, took a last swallow, tossed a little extra cash on the bar, and followed the lady outside. It took him a minute to spot her beneath a lamp post at the edge of the parking lot. He sauntered into the shadow of a car in a nearby space, got a real good look at her this time. Late 20s, petite, but curvy in all the right places. Thick dark hair that hung in heavy curls around her shoulders. A bounty hunter. That was a laugh. The smile on his face slipped a little as he watched her handle Skinner. She had the guy sitting cross-legged on the grass, hands cuffed behind him. She was pressing him to answer her questions, exactly the same questions Luke wanted to ask. "There's a guy you know," she said. "His name is Felix Riggs. He's your supplier. I want to know where to find him." Felix Riggs. Same guy Luke was hunting. Skinner just grunted. "Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell you anything. You damn near knocked me out, you bitch." Emma lightly cuffed the back of Digby's head, and Luke bit back a grin. "You skipped on a drunk driving charge," the lady said. "Third offense, Skinner. They're going to stick your butt in jail for at least a year. Tell me what I want to know, and I'll let you go." She'd let him go? Luke hadn't expected that. Now he was even more intrigued. Digby sat quietly, considering his options. "Take off the cuffs, then I'll tell you what you want to know." "Not a chance." Digby shook his head. "If Riggs finds out I told you, he'll kill me. He don't like snitches." Frustrated, Emma nibbled her bottom lip. It was plump and damp, and Luke felt a curl of heat he hadn't expected. "You want to walk or go to jail?" she asked, pushing but not quite hard enough, only willing to go so far. Luke glanced around. If Digby didn't spill in the next few minutes, there was a chance the cops would arrive. Always somebody there to dial 911. He stepped out of the shadows and Emma spun toward him, went into a wide-legged self-defense stance. He pointed to the bail enforcement badge clipped to his belt, and she relaxed. "I didn't hear you walk up," she said. Luke ignored her, zeroed in on Skinner Digby, crouched down in front of him. "A lady asked you nice and polite where to find Felix Riggs. You know who I am?" Skinner grunted. "I know who you are. You're Brodie." "That's right. I'm going to ask you the same question, just one time. You don't answer, you won't have to worry about dealing with Riggs. You'll have to deal with me." Skinner swallowed. "Now, where is Felix Riggs?" Skinner ran his tongue over his lips. There was a lump turning purple in the middle of his forehead. "Riggs he's out of town. Won't be back till Monday." "Where can I find him?" Skinner gave a sigh. "Hangs around the polo club. There's a bitch he's got the hots for." "What's her name?" "Lila Purdue. Like the college, you know?" "Yeah, I do." Luke rose to his feet, turned to the lady standing a few feet away. The moon was out. She was prettier than he had first thought, with big doe eyes, fine features, and a firm little chin. He was a boob man, and from what he could tell, hers were prime grade A. "Emma Cassidy," she said by way of introduction. "Luke Brodie." He glanced down at Skinner, who was grumbling beneath his breath, then looked back at Emma. "Nice work," he said. "Thank you." Luke glanced across the parking lot.